Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to our YouTube video. So in this video I will explain about our indicator flip and right. So I have gathered some data on that, like I was back testing that indicator. So yeah, let's get into it. It's your host Sahil here. Let's roll the intro. So first of all guys, let me open the Notion. Like in that I have gathered the data, how I back tested, where was my trading entry exits. So first trade was on GBP USD sell, that was like 1-on-1 restore reward. So I started back testing from like March, 1st March. Let me go on my trading view to look at the trade as well. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, so let me go on to past. Let me just hide this indicator for a second so I can show you. Okay, so I have back tested this indicator on 1 hour time frame. Okay, he well, let me go on the 1st March. Where is it? Okay, here it is, 1st March. So first trade I taken was this one. So as you can see, it was a really basic trade. So first I will do the analysis how I did it and exactly why did I enter on the sell. So first what I did, I just mark out the support and resistance. Okay, this was the resistance, okay, and this was the support for me. Right? So there is another support over here, so I will mark that out as well, right? So first of all, price was on the resistance zone, and as you can see, there was this moving average as well. You can count this as a EMA, and as price just come at the resistance, I was waiting for some kind of rejections, which I did get, and after that I was waiting if it break below this area as well, then I am ready to take a sell. So I have seen, like, once price is coming at this point, I taken my trade sell on that, and I was putting stop loss exactly above this area, so that was like 50 pips on that time. Let me just see. Yeah, it was like, you can see 50 pips, so it was exactly above this area to be safe at the zone. And then it just continue going down, hit the 100 pips, so it's still 109 pips. I was just targeting around 100 pips, so that was my target. After that I close all my positions because there was that is the last what it's called support there. So I was waiting if I get any kind of a rejection here, so I will close my position. So first of all, like, I got a pin bar, so that's that is a rejection there, so I just close all my position on the next candle, which is close bullish. So after that I was just waiting for price to come down, either breaking below this area or either just come back up to take better sell entries. So if it do come back up, then I will take sells here. But what I did, like, price was continuously creating high and high, so I was just waiting if it break below this area, then I can take a sell. So once it did break below, but it was not that good of a price action, so I didn't take any trades there. So I was just waiting if I get much bigger red candle, then I can take a sell. So I did get one beautiful candle over here, and then I taken a sell at that point, putting stop loss exactly above this area. So that was at like 35 pips sell, and then I will just hold that trade. Price did come at this area. Okay, so right now come at this area, and then it did went up. So it was some kind of consolidation, but it eventually breaking out. So mostly at that time I was just targeting this low, but I have seen, like, the price at the sells were so the price action sorry guys, so the price action was so strong, so I just continue to hold the trade. At that same time I was using TDS as well. So let me tell you one thing, this is the flip and ride indicator. Okay, this is the flip and ride, and TDS is this red line you can see over here. Wait a second, it's just loading. Okay, you can see this red line, that's the TDS, the trend detection system. So once it like just continue falling down, so I was just waiting if it gives me a signal that price is coming back up. So I was just waiting at that point. Price was continuously creating lower low, so I just waited, and it gave me around like 250 pips. So that was a really amazing trade. At this point I have, like in between, I have closed my partials around here. I was just waiting at that point, so I was just moving my SL the new high. Okay, so I have currently I have moved my SL at this point. So after that, price did start consolidating, and eventually I got stopped out over here. So I just get around like 250 pips, you can say. Yeah, over at least that, this much. Okay, so I will remove these zones over here, and I will put this as a support and resistance, and this is the highest zone, right? So I just waited for price to get out of this zone, consolidation zone. Once once it was out of this zone, so I just waited for price to give me some bullish confirmation. So there was really strong candles over here, so I did take a buy, but my target was this zone around this area, but it didn't hit, like it just went down again. So I lost this trade. That was lost, you can see here as well. There is a 70 pips loss. And then after that, I have taken another trade over here. It did play out amazingly in some ways, you can say, around like 50 pips, but my target was really around down here. So I did hit the stop loss again. So I lost two trades. After that, I was just waiting, I didn't take any trades. And once I seen like the price is coming back above, and flip and ride is giving me a indication to take a buy. So I just waited for price to come above and then doing a retest, and once it did the retest, I just take the buy and I hold it. So that was a beautiful 60 pips move, and the risk to reward was like 30 pips stop loss, I think, above below this area, and 60 pips target. So 1 to 2 risk to reward was really better, and it worked fine. Okay, so after that, I was just, you can say, I was, because of my discipline, I closed my trades at 60 pips, 1 to 2 risk to reward. After that, there was a really big red candle. uh, it could be because of the news or something, I don't know why it is there. So I would really say there was some kind of a news on GBP USD, or maybe mostly USD. Okay, so after that we get another retest over here. So if I wanted to, like, I can take a buy, but I didn't. I just waited at the same time, and I have taken another buy over here. So why I did take this buy, like you can see, there was this really beautiful retest again, because once it started showing some low volume, so I just taken a buy. Like I have seen this rejection, so I did take a buy over here, putting stop loss exactly below this area, because this is safe zone for me. So I have stop loss was 45 pips, and I was targeting around like this area, this wick over here. So it was like 55 pips, so it was like a 1 to 1 risk to reward. Okay, so after that, this was just a scalping based trade, and after that I was waiting for another retest. So like it, you can say, like, it's a really good downtrend. So this is some kind of consolidation zone, I can see that, but in between that I can still take some scalp. So I was just taking that. Okay, so I waited for another retest, and it did give me another retest, so I did take a buy over here. But this time I was like, I will just hold this buy and will put stop loss exactly below this candle. So I did that. I was just put stop loss exactly below this area. It was like 35 pips, I would say. Yeah, it was like 35 pips. So it was below this area, so I didn't get stopped out. Like, it was nearly at my stop loss, but I just waited, and after that it's really up. Sorry about that. So now I was like waiting for price to target this area, but eventually the price was too strong, so I'd hold it for a little while. And once I seen like that was this New York session, I would say, like, I think it's late in Asian session, because volume was so low. So I just waited. So at this point I would say, like, it's a really great trade, but the main confirmation for me, I taken almost my partials over here. So after that I just put my stop loss exactly above these areas. If it come back down, then I will get stop out. So that's how I manage this trade. Okay, so after that price did come back down again. So price did give like, sorry, indicator did give me a buy signal, but I didn't take it, because this time, as you can see, if price went up that much and still coming down, that means it's showing me there is a lot of bearish pressure at this moment. So I was looking for a buy, but at a way better entry. Okay, so price did like come back and give me some, what it's called, fake outs and all, but I was waiting, and at that same time price did reject first here, then I taken my second trade here. So you can say I was first trade was closer around here, so that was like partial taken on one trade, and I let one trade run for like 100 pips, but eventually it did get stop out at 25 pips. So after that I was just like waiting for a better trade. So price did like respect this support zone and went up. So at that same time I would love to take a sell here, because there was a like rejection, but I didn't, because I was waiting. If this candle did close red, then I want this candle to break below this lows, so I can continue I get the confirmation, second confirmation to take a trade, and trend will continue. But it didn't, it went up. So I was just waiting. When I got this like pin bar, I was like, okay, this is a better trade if the next candle do close in a like a bearish engulfing, something like that. So it did really work out well. So I just hold this trade, and it did give me around like 60 pips. It was like really great trade. So after that I had taken another sell when price was touching at this area. I was holding this trade and targeting these lows. So it did hit my TP at this point, but at the same time I was taking another trade over here. Price did went up, and once it closing below, so that does show me like this was a fake out. So I just taken a sell again, and that was really good trade over here. I was still holding this trade. Now I can easily see that price is in a consolidation zone. So I just waited for a breakout again, and I at the same time did take us another sell at the top of the resistance, and it did play out well. So this gave me 100 pips, and this trade gave me another 150 pips. That was really great trade. So this indicators works really fine if you are following the trend perfectly and taking if you are better at taking some entries, you know. So that's how I like taken the trades and all. You can see it's really worked fine. I did lose another trade around here, it's 20 pips. You can see all my trades over here for like March and April. That's like 2 month back testing, and I caught around like 2000 pips on 40 trades, you can say. So on 40 trades I caught around 2000 pips. That's really great. So if you want to know more about this indicator, you can there is a link in the description of our Discord. You can come to join our Discord, and I will let you know like what it's more about this indicator. Okay, so that's it for today's video guys. Thank you for being part of my trading journey. See you in the next video.